Hey guys, it's me. This is a hurried up little video because I was actually setting up to do a different video which you will see after this. While I was setting up the thumbnail for the next video and working on it, and that bit twisty, I got sent a link to article by Kotaku. Now I don't really read Kotaku much. Just don't, there's only so many hours in the day. But right here, okay, what's this? Game developers say they're preparing for PSN name changes. Now, okay, yeah, let's preface this because recently there's been a lot of this. There's been a lot of people going, oh, it's coming, we're doing it this way, or we're doing it that way, or you won't see it, and it's back and forth, back and forth. Some people say, you will get it, but you'll lose all your stuff on PS3. Other people going, you will get it, but not a PS5. Other people going, you're not getting it at all, don't be daft, Dreamland. Then you get another bunch of people going like, you don't need it, it's not necessary, you don't need it. And you get people like me, who have really rubbish PSN names, go, hi, a day. We've been saddled with these things for like over a decade. There are people who were like teenagers that made a name and oh, that's funny. And now they're fully grown adults with like jobs and stuff. They're in a situation where they like have to say to somebody, oh, you're on PlayStation as well? Yeah, I'm on PlayStation. Cool. What's your PSN name? Oh God, I've got to tell them my PSN name. Oh. Now mine's admittedly is not that bad in the whole sort of embarrassment stakes. Mine is just an awful clunky mess and it's difficult for anybody to say online. So I mean, if I'm playing with randos or like The Division or something, or Grand Theft Auto or whatever, nobody knows how to say my name because it's a collection of letters that at the time meant something to me when I made it. But basically mine is DWTKSW. Dancing with Trousers, Kutso 1. Dancing with Trousers is the name I had when I was on the Edinburgh metal scene all the time, when I was clubbing all the time and everybody kept me, oh, it's Dancing with Trousers. There's a long story behind that name in itself, right? And Kutsu 1, of course, is the martial art that I studied for 16 years and I dearly loved, and part of me wants to go back to, but I've not been at class for like better part of 2 years and I can't remember anything. My body remembers, but I can't remember the technical bits. And if I'm going to be stood there in a black belt uniform with a black belt around me, it's kind of embarrassing to not be able to like talk my way through what I'm supposed to know. So I kind of figured I kind of go back because I'm an embarrassment to myself. But all that aside, into the article, right? Game developers say they're preparing for PSN name change from Kotaku. Ray, of course, Grayson Shire. That guy is just all over the internet all the time. The guy's actually quite good. I've read a couple of his articles before. On the few times I've read Kotaku, this guy sticks out. Decent bloke. Well, decent article writer at least. He could be a horrible human being, for all I know. I mean, hey, we all thought so many people were awesome and then found out they were very not awesome. So, as the article goes, as PlayStation users around the world wonder whether they'll ever get to change their names from or to whatever is, the option now seems closer than ever. Developers of multiplayer games tell Kotaku that they're preparing for PlayStation Network name changes to finally come soon. Alright? 3 people at different game studios speak anonymously because they're not authorised to talk to the press, said in recent months they've been fixing bugs, tweaking settings, ensuring that their games are compatible with Sony's plans. So, if this is true, that means Sony has plans to do it, which is nice. A 4th person who worked for a game studio shared a photo obtained from internal Sony documentation of a PSN profile containing the option edit name. Sorry, I got excited and I slightly stopped reading before it was ready. Edit name in quotation marks. The documentation was a guide for changing one's name on the PlayStation Network, that person said. Please, God. Right? We don't yet have any sort of time frame for the feature, and for those developers who have suggested that as a result of how PSN name PSN IDs were originally implemented, linking your account ID to your username rather than some sort of universally unique identifier, retroactively fixing the old multiplayer games that might be a time-consuming and difficult prospect. Sony did not respond to a request for comment. Of course they don't. Sony's line is always, "We do not comment on speculation and rumour." That's like every company, like, ever. I mean, please. You know? In case it blows up in their face or they find out they can't do it, or, you know, there's some sort of limitation. I mean, how long has Sony been getting crap for no being changing the PSN names or allowing us to be able to do so? You know? I mean, we've been hounding them for over a decade about this, so of course they're not going to say nothing, right? Since PlayStation Network first launched in 2006. 2006. And I bought my PS3, yeah, about that time, so maybe about a year out or something, because it took me a while to get the money together. But when I say that, it's actually that my mum won at the bingo, and she passed me the money. I was like, why? And I got myself a PlayStation 3, and thank God, because I was on the PS2, and you know, it's, you know, I needed to upgrade. I'm a PlayStation guy, first and foremost. I mean, I've got no problem with Xbox, PC, Nintendo, whatever, mobile phones. It's all good, but at my heart, I'm a PlayStation guy. You guys know this. But that's just a little bit of background for all you new people, which, by the way, recently there has been some new people. Growth! Finally, growth! Anyways, where was I? Yeah, since PlayStation first launched in 2006, one of its strangest limitations has been the inability to edit one's username, leaving millions of players stuck with the handles they chose 12 years ago, like I said. That includes names that might be considered embarrassing or no longer relevant to their identity. Like I said, Sony's biggest competitor, Xbox Live, allows users to change their names at will. The first is free, the one you sign up with. Subsequent changes cost around $8. It's quite reasonable. So that'd be what, about £4, maybe £5.50. I'm not sure the current exchange rate, around about that ballpark. At PlayStation Experience Conference in December 2017, Sony boss Sean Layden told Kinda Funny Greg Millers, in a response to a question about PSN name changes, that he hopes you won't have to ask me that question next year at next year's PSX. The comment suggested that Sony would implement the much requested feature by December 2018, 2 months from now. Aye, 2 months from now, totally. And it's like, except Sony said last week there would be no PSX in 2018. I like what he writes here, which makes for a pretty good loophole. And some people have suggested that because they've not got PSX this year, that they skirt round having to announce it if they can't. Which, I can understand, from, it is a good loophole, but then it might not be the case. It might just be as Sean Layden said, we've not got that much to announce this year. We've put out a lot of stuff. I mean, we've had Spider-Man, God of War, Detroit Become Human, We've had a whole bunch more PlayStation VR stuff happen this year. I mean, we've got a bunch more games, including more games that use my beloved aim controller. So, I mean, Sony's been firing at the games, but then that's been Sony this entire generation. Game. Yeah? They've recently, given us the ability to, download some titles, PS2 titles, properly from PlayStation Now, which no one else ever thought. We always thought PlayStation Now, it's that service where you can stream a game but you don't own it, and that's you. You're reliant upon your server. You're reliant upon the internet where you live, which could very well be, geek. So, and of course the PS, the PlayStation Classic. So Sony's been busy. They've been making stuff, doing stuff, making announcements, pushing forward the tech in all kinds of areas. in the last sort of year and a half, they've licensed 3 separate Pro controllers. You know, they've been up to stuff, they've been doing things, they've been moving and shaking and developing. So, it depends on how much they've had in the way of resources to throw at this particular problem. Now, given it's a big problem, and a lot of people ask about it, so we'll have to see how it all pans out. But I am very much in favour of this. If this article is true, then yes! Thank God! Because I hate my name, and I know a lot of you out there hate your names too. But we'll no get our hopes up. We didn't count our chickens. It might no come for a while yet. It could be held off to PlayStation 5. Maybe PlayStation 5 has some sort of secret sauce in it that allows this to happen. Or it may not. We just can't tell. But at the very least, this article has happened, and it's given me a wee bit of hope for the future, and it's made Zenbloke very happy, and hopefully some of you out there are also being made happy by this article. Anyway, I'm going to get on to make the next video I was going to make before I even found out about this article, so I'm going to love you and leave you. So please remember to rate, favourite, comment, share and subscribe, and of course, as always, aye, nae bother.